are looking at level 30, 85 World Tour Quansah. He's 2-star, 3-star, 6'3", right-footed, and most importantly, he is lengthy. Can only play centre-back, but he has some really strong defensive stats there. 84 across the board, 86 slide tackle, 84 stand tackle, 85 defensive awareness, really good composure at 89, and he has 87 short pass and 90 long pass. Yes, acceleration and sprint speed isn't crazy high, but we have put a shadow on to give him +6. Like you see, that gives him 80 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. Now, this is where the card comes into its own. He has jockey, block, anticipate, slide tackle, and enforcer. The most consistent and best play styles for a centre-back minus the intercept, but really good overall. And then roles, he has defender plus, stopper plus, and ball playing defender plus. Now, if we were to quickly look onto Footbin, you will see here that you can see the card, like I said, has those play styles. Now, compared to his gold, he gets a +2 on pace, 11 on shooting, but no one cares, 13 on pass, 12 on dribbling, 6 on defending, 10 on physical, and more importantly, you can see he only had slide tackle beforehand, and now he gets, like I said, jockey, block, anticipate, and enforcer, and he does get some better rolls as well. So it is a crazy upgrade on his card. If you've not seen my review on Wanyeri, I recommend you go check that out. We are going to go jump into some rival gameplay. We are in Division 3, almost Division 2. Now, we're not expecting to keep a clean sheet because this game is near impossible to keep a clean sheet. But we are expecting him to be able to win his tackles and see how he feels on and off the ball. Let's get into the game. FC 26 is finally here, and if you need those FC points or FC coins, then you need to go over to eldorado.gg. A little secret here for you guys. Use code GGG. Get that 5% off on all of your orders. The beautiful thing about Eldorado is they have a money-back guarantee, where if you ever do get scammed or you feel like you're about to get scammed, they will guarantee your money back. Look at the Trustpilot reviews, as you can see here. One of the best, if not the best, current market prices as well. Don't forget to use code GGG. That 5% off, and let's get back into the video. So we have a look at our opponent's team. I want to talk about Quansah in particular. He's playing a 4-4-2 here. Very strong defense. He's got himself a very good midfield and, of course, probably a crazy attack. Diaz and Azozi Perez. Now, with defenders in particular, I don't think there's going to be a defender out there that's going to make you immediately better at defending. It's just not how it works unless you're using bronze or silvers or low-rated golds. Now, with Quansah, our main thing with him is how he feels off the ball and on the ball, because you need somebody that's going to be quick in recovery. Now, he looks rather big in game, which is a fantastic sign for that lengthy. But we're not expecting him to basically keep a clean sheet, as I previously mentioned, because 1, kickoffs are absolutely broken. 2, corners are absolutely broken. And 3, defending is very hard this year. But what we are expecting him to do is, if he goes in for a tackle, does he win it? Is his positioning great? Does he hold off runs? Etc., etc. Now, we do get him here. And again, that's what I mean by defending. If you make a bad lunge, it's you that makes a bad lunge, not the card. But you can see in terms of jockeying, he does feel very good there. His opponent is going to go ahead and score. By the looks of it, it's a good save. So he does seem like, in terms of jockeying speed, which is more important, is going to be very consistent in that. In terms of aerial presence, no one really crosses in this division. So probably I'm going to get the test that out. Right, Quansah here. Okay, good left stick from our opponent even. Good tackle, though. And that's my point there. Like, Chiesa can make those tackles. Now, the passing's where I would like to see him strive because of how high his passing is. You can see there, it has split open. Going to have to get ourselves an early finesse there, and we get a corner from it. But that's exactly what we want from our centre-back who's going to be passing it. We're going to whip this to the back post. I don't know how we've not got a goal there, and I believe we are going to be caught in a counter-attack if we're not careful, as we do manage to pick it up. Reset the attack again. And that's the thing here. This is how this game is going to play out. Who's going to dominate who in terms of a possession. And like I said, you haven't seen a Wanyeri review, go check that out. Right, Quansah. Oh, it's a bit of a bad pass from me there. Can he recover? He can. That's a good tackle. That's exactly what we want from him there. That's where the lengthy comes into it. If we make a mistake and lose the ball, can we get out of the situation? Not the best pass there. So in terms of passing at the moment, nothing too crazy to talk about. Again, good block from our Militao. We're just going to reset the attack here. Right, so you can see there, in terms of where he was right in front of it. But because the block just doesn't work in this, they don't block those shots. Dragged him out with the tackle to see what his recovery speed is exactly the same as every other defender. So we can't really judge him on that. But that was a bit of a concern. That's a really good tackle from him, though. So we do get yourselves a transition. Getting a bit slow on that jockey. Great skill shot cancel and a good goal. Now, this is the problem. When you're playing against people who know how to manipulate defenders, no one's going to look good. I will say, if you do commit with him and try to turn around, he isn't the greatest at it. I know you guys are going to blame me for that, but I'm just being completely honest with you here. Like, we can all score easy kickoff goals and turn past people just like that. But this is a problem with centre-backs in particular, moment their recovery speed on the, if you went to make a tackle there. Now, anticipate doesn't seem to be coming through as much as I'd like. Block hasn't really come through at all, and that's just down to the fact that it just doesn't work in game. Now, in terms of sizing up, you can see that he's quite quick on recovery. A good tackle that time there. You can see he can make those tackles, just very, very difficult to at times. Again, great tackle from Quansah. That's shutting that play down. Unfortunately, I'm getting a bit of lag. There's a lag spike came up. Like, I don't know how he hasn't tackled there. The ball's gone through his foot, basically. And that's just down to the game. If you watch back this replay, I lunge in there, and his foot's gone through the ball. So that's just down to the game. We should have won that tackle after making 2-3 good tackles in a row there. Very unlucky. And again, the opponent scores another kickoff goal. Like, you just can't stop them. Now, we got ourselves a kickoff goal. Fortunately for him, he does get that stopped. There's his recovery speed here, and that's what we're expecting from him there. That's where he should dominate for sure. Not the best pass from those. I think his passing stats are a little bit of a lie as well. Great tackle again by Quansah. This time the ball does get connected to the foot, and it gives it to us. Good recovery from Quansah from behind there. Now we get a counter-attack. And it is half-time, so you can see there, obviously, we're exposing ourselves slightly to show you the defensive awareness. Now, he is making majority of the tackles. It's just some of them, again, the game's just programmed wrong. Why defend is so hard and anticipate doesn't work all the time. The ball goes through his foot, and there's just nothing you can do about that. Recovery speed is good on the lunge. It's just a little bit difficult to deal with at times because of the situation we're in. But overall, he seems like quite a decent defender. Is he the best defender around? No. Are they better? Of course. How much would he be on the market? Honestly, I don't think it'd be a lot just because of how prices are. But for a free card, it'd be really good for Gauntlet. It'll be very good for stuff like that. Now, if we were to compare him to the Hanko SBC that came out, I'm leaning towards Hanko just being a little bit better because Bundesliga just seems a little bit weak this time in terms of a leak as of recording. Quansah with a great tackle there to take it out of play. Now, it is a corner, so it's basically a penalty at this point. Can we stop it? That's the question. He does the corner glitch on me. Congratulations. Another problem. Like I say, no defender can stop those, unfortunately. People are just going to use bugs to win the game. So it doesn't matter what defender you have, you can't stop the corner glitch. Quansah again with another great tackle. And unlucky there, unfortunately. Again, rebound goal off us. I think we've seen enough. There's only so much you can do when people are just exploiting bugs in the game. That one goal was my mistake. But to score 3 kickoffs and, well, sorry, 2 kickoffs and 2 corners, is like, what can I do about it? It's just something in the game that you just can't stop. There you go, I got myself a corner, or kickoff even, and we just nearly didn't score there. So there's a big problem in this game. This is what happens when you're playing at the higher levels of divisions. You are going to come up against people who just do that to win the games and don't want to play football in any way, shape, or form. You know, you win some, you lose some, and unfortunately this is the one we lose. But at least we got the review done, so let's go jump back over to Footbin. So yeah, Quansah is a very good centre-back from what he offers. With these statistics, he is very, very high, and he'll be fantastic for the live events if you don't have a Bundesliga team. Now, the only issue I have with defending as of right now, as you've seen, is just kickoff goals and corners. There isn't anything else to it. People are just doing glitches and bugs, and you just can't stop them no matter what you do. Now, we had a shadow on him, which makes him an 88 rated centre-back and gives him 80 acceleration, 87 sprint speed, as well as having extremely high defensive stats on the board. Yes, he does have 87 short pass and 90 long pass. I think that is, or 80 long pass even, sorry. Well, it is 90. But the problem is, it doesn't really make a difference if you don't have passing playstyles on. So, there isn't really much else you can do when it comes to that, and you wouldn't expect you to play it out. That's the only thing with this card is his roles are to play with the ball. And I just find his passing is inconsistent. But as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you want me to review next, and I'll catch you in the next one.